The first thing I want to say is that Florida grass is bullshit. Let's start by that. That's a pile of crabgrass that I'm pulling out. For the last 2 years, basically, I've been trying to fix my lawn. Yeah, all that is crabgrass. The solution, really, pay somebody else to do it. Pay a professional to bring you real grass, remove all this old stuff, and balance out your yard and put real nice grass, and have somebody, an industrial company, pay for it. Or else you got to do what I had to do, which is pay the piper in the long run. You always got to pay the piper when you try to do things yourself and you try to learn new skills yourself. And yard work has definitely been one of them. If you think that the stuff from Home Depot, Lowe's, or Ace is going to cut it, is good enough as they advertise for it, those people get paid by the hour. That's how they work. They're not pros, even if they might use it themselves. Not even some advice from an association worker would give you good advice. Especially starting that with the grass that I got was St. Augustine, and it was the cheap grass. It was the St. Augustine grass that's supposed to go on the side of a highway with just cutting maintenance, stuff like that, because that's the only thing that he had at the time. All the way from Alaska. Welcome to Florida. You can tell the difference by crabgrass because guess what? Obviously, that's not the way that St. Augustine grass is supposed to look. St. Augustine grass is supposed to look like that over there. Look at that. Nice and beautiful, treat paid for, fixed by professionals. But if you want to cut corners and you want to do it yourself, yes, you can do it cheaper, but you have to do the right steps. You can't be getting shit from Home Depot or Lowe's to kill weeds or to feed your grass, except for the Malgonite. You need to go to a professional fertilizer distribution center and ask them what is their advice for the grass in your area, because every area is going to be different. That's bugs underground eating it, and probably not enough water, because it's 95 degrees on average in Florida this summertime. It's 2018. So that's what I had to do. I got myself that yellow bag right there is fertilizer and barrier, because it's September, end of September now. It's a barrier which stops the weed seed from the little stems falling and growing new crabgrass or new nutsedge, which is my primary weed. Then I got some other ones that are very tolerant to anything from Home Depot. These are little flower stems right here, little green round bubble ones. Nothing kills it. I tried probably about $300 in store-bought products to kill it and to maintain it. It did maintain other weeds from growing until I used a pebble-based fertilizer from, who was it? Was it Scott's? Something from Monsanto. It says it has 3% weed. That 3% weed in it, or other products, however they want to word it, is basically what gave me that. I swear that's where that came from, because I didn't have crabgrass on this side of my yard before I had it, and I did the grass at the beginning of the year, like in March. So now in summertime it spread out. Maybe it's because it's a summer weed or something like that, and nutsedge too, it multiplied faster. But yeah, I'm sticking to my story. Getting the pro stuff, it was $112 in the bags, because the other bag I got is a fungicidal insecticide, so it'll work for that. And then in wintertime I have to get Southwest Airlines. Welcome to Florida. In the wintertime, I have to get the weed killer fertilizer, which is the one that really needs to go down. Needs to go good on all of this. Right now, I'm trying to just rake up the top of the weeds so that way I can pull them out. Trying to figure around them to pull most of the weeds out, so that way I'm left with just, you know, whatever is left of my surviving St. Augustine, which is going to be very little. Very little. This area here literally got resodded almost twice this year, this side, and it's dead again. And yes, you have to water your grass for 30 minutes on the days that the state or the county allows you to do it here in Florida. So there's limitations. This is a whole nother story. This is mostly all crabgrass and this grass. It looks beautiful, right? Because it's green, right? That's what you want, right? I gotta move my car back. That's the neighbor who just got new grass put in. You can see how the you can see how the St. Augustine looks. Those little stems, that's beautiful. That's all St. Augustine growing. All this over here, but you see how already it's turning brown because of the watering and because of the tree sucking the moisture out of the ground. So, and also there, all this is new. I got to get my car off. I said that already. Off of his lawn. He sold it. That is what crabgrass seeds look like. Those little thick buddies. And those little skinny ones are supposed to be St. Augustine trying to survive, but is being choked by the crabgrass, which is what I'm going to be taking care of now this winter project. November is the next hearing, and tomorrow is election for the neighborhood, so hopefully we get a pardon for all this. Wish me luck. I'm $1,500 in debt now, which is the same amount that it would have cost me paying somebody to do it. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. I'm only 47, so hopefully this lesson will last a lot longer. Yeah, maybe another 20 years.